Hey there, it's Craig from Toivo Healing From Within. So today I'm going to do something that I probably should have done with you guys the very first video or two back in April when we started doing this. And that is more of a specific how-to instructional video that will give you a little bit more instruction than, hi. This is Abby. If you haven't noticed, Abby likes to show up in every single video I do, and here she is. It's just kind of like magic. As soon as the camera comes out, as soon as the drums come out, there's Abby. Okay, bye-bye. So, this is going to be more instructional than inspirational, which is really what my focus has been from the get-go. But I think it would be very helpful for folks to know the difference between different types of drums and how to play them. And then, possibly if you don't have a drum, what's the best drum for you? So let's talk about that in this segment. And then in another segment that I'll be doing soon, we'll talk about how to play these musically with other people in a drum circle situation. A little bit of a plugola for drum circles. Obviously, what I've been doing on these videos has been just a stopgap until we can get back together with people. And it's been a tough year for folks who do what I do. Any musicians are just kind of on hiatus until we can get back in together in live situations. And it's been really challenging. So I will encourage you, once we get back to a hopeful future of actually hanging out with people, to go to a drum circle and check out what this is all about, because it's really magical when a large group of people, or even a small group of people, get together and tap on drums. So I have a wide variety of shapes and sizes and colors of drums that would be very commonly found at a drum circle. So we're going to start with probably the most common drum circle type drum, and that's a djembe. This is a hand-carved djembe from Africa. It's got a beautiful goat skin head on it. And this is popular because it's got such a variety of sounds that you can get out of this one drum. And I'll give a little bit of instruction in how to play these after we go through the drums. But this is a djembe, goblet shaped, right? Goatskin head, rope tuning, comes with extra rope so you can weave these tighter to tighten it up over the years. I have not had to tighten this up since I got it about a year ago. Let's go over here. This is a man-made, manufactured djembe made by the Remo Drum Company. And this is made out of 100% recycled materials, which I love. And it's got a beautiful design. It's built like you wouldn't believe. This thing will last forever. I can share it with anybody because it can be cleaned and tuned with these metal tuning devices. And the difference between a manufactured fiber skin Remo drum, we got to give you a chance to listen to the difference between the sound. We got a bass tone, big deep bass on this, what appears to be a 14-inch head, big bass and then kind of a ringy edge, right? The bass and the tone. So these drums are known for their big bass and a kind of a high ringing edge tone. Hear how that kind of carries on for a bit of a ring. I don't love that, but it's a much more affordable drum than buying African, and it's much more durable, right? If you have kids or if you're going to play out in weather, then they're a bit more durable than an African drum. So listen to the difference between that bass tone, bass tone, bass tone. So that is a little bit different. And then this is a Shiko drum. And this one was made in Vermont by a drum company called Everyone's Drumming. And they make beautiful drums. The wood is locally sourced in New England. This is a calf skin head. So it's going to sound surprisingly different. The difference in the shape of this is more of a cone shape as opposed to the goblet shape of the djembe. And it's a little bit smaller head, but listen to the tone and see if you can hear the difference. Ashiko. Definitely a higher edge there. And then the Remo. So you get the idea. Those are three very similar drums. Similar size, similar shapes, and price-wise, you're probably looking at $300 for something like this. Probably about $300 for something like this. And then this as a African import would be probably $400 or $500, right? So those are the djembe style of drums. And then this is a Remo Tubano, which I love. It's not a hand drum, right? Looks like these, but it doesn't sound very good when I hit it with my hands. Right? It's just sort of flat bass, but when I play it with a mallet, big deep bass. There's things rattling in this room right now from that bass. And this is a set, part of a set of 3 drums that are different sizes of the same height. And these would be compared to an African dundun drum, which is the African bass drum. So if I have this on the bass end, and then the medium, and then the high, I've basically got a whole set of dunduns that would carry the bottom, right? That's the bass drum of the group, for sure. That's all it does, is carry the bass. And for some people, that is where you want to be, right? It's a simple rhythm that would be played on that drum. You don't have to play fast and loud. There's one last drum that I'm actually sitting on right now, which is called a cajon, C-A-J-O-N. And the cajon is a wooden box, basically, that's been built with 2 sides that are drum heads and that are wooden. And these are getting very popular. You're going to see a lot of these. So in the middle of the drum, very similar to the hand drums over here, you've got a bass tone. And then on the edge, kind of the top edge, very cool drum, not a big fan of it, only because I have a bad back. I've been dealing with sciatica since I was a kid, and for me to play this drum and reach the bass tone in the middle, I have to slouch, right? I have to slink down, and that is not a comfortable place for me to be for more than a minute or two. So I play with mallets. So I sit up straight. So that is the cajon. A lot of fun to play. Very popular these days. I hope this helps. And next session will basically be how to take these drums confidently and musically into a group setting. So thank you all for checking this out, and we'll see you next time.